Good afternoon, Scottsdale students, or good evening for you all. It's good afternoon for us. We are back for week 6, episode 1.5 months of QuaranTeam report, and we're getting into a flow up in here. This is just life now, and we are in a rhythm. Hopefully you guys have found your rhythm, and hopefully your rhythm includes tuning in to all of our content every single week, and getting in the Word and tuning into our devos and messages and all of the great stuff that we're putting together for you guys. So glad you're here. Glad to have Pastor Kelly back with us today.
Yo, what up? They call me Pastor Friar Bishop Tuck.
That's right. They do call him that from time to time.
Has anyone ever called you that?
Yeah, only like 3 people.
Yeah, I do it. I'll do it for you from now on. Just make you feel
Pastor
better.
Friar Bishop.
Pastor Friar Bishop Tuck.
Yep.
Nice.
Love it. All right, well, we're going to jump right into the news stories today. So we have some good news for you guys.
That's good.
2 rounds of good news this week. So first of all, New Hanover County, we still have a stay-at-home order in effect. Seems reasonable to me, understandable.
Yeah.
But guess what?
But
There's a few more places that we can go in public now.
Yes.
So, Tucker, you might have more of the details for us. I know you've done a little bit of reading on this topic. What has changed?
Well, I think, our people are getting stir crazy, obviously. So, like,
Fair enough.
we don't want, leadership right now is doing a good job with saying, hey, we want to be careful, but we don't want our economy to tank, and we don't want our people to go mentally insane.
That's fair.
And so they're putting things out there so that we don't feel like we're living in a dictatorship, which, not trying to get political, but I was just really proud of some of our county commissioners, specifically Woody White, leading out of just wisdom and not out of fear. And that's, we should always be praying for our leaders. And as we pray for them, that they make the right decisions and we honor them, regardless of whether we like them or not. They're our leader. They've been placed there for a reason. But I think this is good. I mean, we've got boat ramps are opening up.
Public boat ramps
right?
open back up.
You can go and exercise on the beach.
Yep.
You can't you're not supposed to.
You can't park your chairs on the beach.
Yeah.
But you can be on the beach and get in the water.
Surf
just go
City's
walking around?
You can walk around.
Okay.
Yeah, you just can't
And
bring
you can
beach
surf.
chairs.
You can't fish.
Nothing that would be standing still.
Yeah.
They don't want people
Gotcha.
clumping.
You're not supposed to. I don't know what Surf City's rules are, but I know of Monday at 12 p.m.
Wrightsville Beach.
Wrightsville Beach opened up. So
Cool.
Yeah. So also you can go to department stores that sell clothes now.
Oh, but here's the kicker. With the beaches, you're not allowed to use the on-street parking.
Oh.
So that's kind of, I'm a little weary of that. Like,
So you
that's
gotta
kind of
park
confusing.
somewhere else and walk, maybe.
I guess. I don't
Maybe.
know. I don't
Or
know
like
how that restriction.
the public access, like the parking lot's open?
I don't know. It just says street access or street parking.
Okay.
closed.
Interesting.
Well, do your research before you
Yeah.
go.
Or
but
find somebody that has a spot.
the sand is now open, is the bottom line.
Yeah.
And you can also go and buy clothes at clothing stores. The only rule is they can't have dressing rooms open yet.
Yeah.
But other than that, there's more places to shop, and we can go enjoy our wonderful beach.
I think we're missing one of the most important parts of these restrictions being lifted, and that's that pickleball courts are open again.
Oh my gosh!
Because I've been dying
Guys,
to play pickleball
guys.
for the last month and a half.
I don't know what.
Serious?
I don't know.
If I'm being serious, I have no idea what pickleball is.
I have a pickleball. I got a pickleball set for my birthday.
How many people does it take to play?
Just 2.
Can we learn
Let's
how
all
to play
play
at some
pickleball.
point?
Yes.
So also the tennis courts are open as well. So my neighborhood has tennis courts. So if one of you all have been missing me in particular, hit me up. We can go play tennis.
We'll just have to sanitize
We'll be
the ball
30 feet
after
away
every
from
serve.
each other. I don't know how to play tennis, but it's one of the only legal ways I can see you now. So if we want to play tennis just so we can see each other, then let's play some tennis.
I love that.
So we got
Larry,
another.
We will do some pickleball.
That'd be great.
I'm serious. I'm really looking forward
I'd
to
love
learning
to
how to play
learn.
pickleball now.
Okay.
Okay.
So we got another story. This is piggybacking off of that first one, but as we kind of alluded to, Surf City is also starting to ease the beach restrictions starting on Saturday, so they're already open now. I don't know what the differences are with Wrightsville Beach. I think there's a little bit less restriction at Surf City. Same deal, though. I don't think you can use the public parking, like the side parking areas. So you have to park in non-public areas. But, there's restaurants and all that kind of place, so bring somewhere your business, get some to-go food, and maybe you can park and go to the beach.
Isn't Topsail Beach, though, it's got a smaller, there's not as much room, sand on Topsail Beach as there is on Wrightsville, right?
Some parts there's more sand, some parts there's less.
Okay.
They're working on that. They're dredging.
Yeah.
Cool.
So anyways, beaches are open. They're not illegal anymore at the very least. So that's
Yeah.
a step in the right direction. in my
Surfers
book.
aren't getting arrested anymore.
That's
That's
right.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
get me upset about.
We all know
something.
Steph is every week we've had Steph on here. She's complained about the beaches not being open, so now Steph has
She's
something
not
to
even here.
celebrate.
She's not even here to hear the good
Yeah.
news. So we'll have
We
to
won't
tell
we
her
won't tell
later.
her until she watches this video.
There you go. Perfect.
All right, so moving on from local stuff, every week, you guys know we got to do it to you. We got to talk about toilet paper in some way or another.
Some
It just
way.
wouldn't be QuaranTeam report without referencing toilet paper. So a truck stuffed with toilet paper has caught
No.
on fire on the Texas interstate.
Oh,
A whole tractor trailer's worth of it. Now that's a hot commodity these days. That's
was
like,
this a terrorist attack?
I mean, whether or not it was intentional, I feel terrorized.
No pun intended, but I think this takes the cake as the funniest toilet paper story and also the wildest toilet paper story that we've had so far.
Yeah, so if you don't understand what Larry's saying, you missed last week's episode because we talked about cakes that look like toilet paper. So go check
Toilet
that
paper
one out if
cakes.
you missed that.
Perfect.
This is kind of like a truckload of iPhones getting set on fire at this point.
Oh yeah.
This
probably
is
more than
gold.
that.
The,
Yeah.
the toilet paper is currently worth its weight in gold.
Yes.
So yeah, I don't like scroll down there, Larry. So Interstate 20 in Texas and Interstate 45. The driver of the truck is okay. We
Amen.
can confirm. So that's good news. The toilet paper,
Sure.
however, you want to play that video for us, Larry. The toilet paper is less fine. That is a sight to behold.
How did it? What?
It's gotta
did
smell
the plastic
terrible.
burn first because
That's got to smell terrible.
what? How though?
The
It's just
plastic,
paper.
the burning
The
plastic though.
burning plastic. Okay, they are in boxes. It looks
Yeah.
like it's industrial paper though. It doesn't.
Yeah,
look
I was
like
gonna
it's, like,
say-
household goods. It looks like it's like this is an office time, like office paper goods.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say we at least it wasn't the good stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we have that to be thankful for. But can you imagine getting this call, like being the person responsible for cleaning this up? Like, there's a bulldozer out there. Like, whose job is that? I
Who's-
don't want that job.
No.
Because do the fire department have bulldozers, or is that just some bulldozer that the government keeps?
I think about the construction worker that runs that bulldozer. His name is John. And John calls home to Tiffany, his wife. Hey, Tiffany. This is Texas, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Tiffany. I got us some TP. It's a little burnt around the edges, but it's good.
Imagine like if you're driving like under, like you know how like there's bridges that go like and under the interstate. Like imagine if you're just driving a truck and you get home and there's like 30 rolls of toilet paper that didn't catch on fire. They're just in the back of your truck now, and
Or
you've been
imagine
trying
it's
to
like
get some.
floating fragments of toilet paper in the air, like snowing toilet paper. Yeah, honestly, I'm sure this was quite the sight. Like,
Yeah.
it's messy. It's like really, toilet paper's like light, and when you set paper on fire, it like floats up. It makes ashes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ashes.
Wow.
ashes,
Yeah.
we all
I'm
fall
not
down.
We all fall
afraid
down.
to say this because the driver's okay, but it probably looked really cool, like from a distance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a
except
second.
for they had to send some people there to pick it up, and that
Yeah.
probably
I-
wasn't fun.
how does it catch on fire though?
Yeah, that is a great question. Does it actually say? I don't think that it did. It
Um,
just says a tractor trailer hauling toilet paper crashed. It crashed and caught
Okay.
fire. So the crash occurred first.
Got it.
Okay,
Puns.
I didn't.
It
That didn't
spilled
register
the
in my
hot
head.
commodity all over the interstate.
Hot commodity.
Man.
Moment of silence for the TP.
Yep.
All right, that's enough.
All right, cool.
Okay,
Yes,
so
that's
we
it.
have one last news story for you guys today. This one is also keeping in theme. We have a story from outside of our borders. So in a Welsh town, mountain goats have taken over now that the streets are empty. So you might think that seems like a
Oh
bit of an exaggeration, but
my
no, this is the
gosh.
scene in this Welsh town. The mountain goats have come out of the countryside and have invaded the downtown area of the city.
You know, this reminds it. You guys ever seen Jumanji? The
Yeah,
original with
yeah.
Robin Williams. You know, like when all the animals are
Oh
running down.
my
If you're just driving or taking a walk, and then all of a sudden you see like 30
No.
goats.
So he's eating the bushes. Look at that. The goats are eating the bushes.
That's a great description. Or like all the movies that are like Life After Humans or something. Like
Yeah. Or documentaries.
This
yeah.
is
Oh, yeah.
they're starting to take over because there's no threat.
This
for
is
them.
bizarre, man.
Yeah, this is. I'm sure they're.
at that
What if they start
photo.
ramming your car? Like, what do you do then? What does insurance cover goats? Like,
That's a great question.
You know-
Acts of nature.
yes.
Oh man,
What's the? That's awesome. Man.
where did they all come from?
That guy's name.
The
is Joe.
Was it
countryside.
just one farm?
They have wild goats. It's just like
Oh.
in certain parts of North Carolina, you got wild hogs. They have wild goats.
Well, that
in-
was my next question.
in
was
England?
They
if
don't care about nothing. nothing.
Well, my next question is, if this were to happen here, what do you think the animal would be?
It
Like,
definitely be the
deer.
hogs or the
Hogs?
deer. Hogs or deer.
I know we have a lot of cows in like Burgall, Rocky
Yeah,
Point.
but they're not
Wild?
They're not wild.
But I'm
Wild.
saying, like,
Hogs would be scary.
do we
Yeah,
have a lot
hogs
of
would be-
wild? Are there a lot of wild hogs?
Yeah, there's wild hogs out in Rocky Point.
Yeah,
For sure.
that's terrifying though. You don't want to end up with a wild hog in your front yard.
There's another city. There's
They'll
a
try-
city.
Interesting.
There's a city in Italy that has this problem with hogs, and I
That's-
didn't want to use that one because I felt like that was more of a horror story. than
Italy
a news
really
story.
probably
This
does
is-
feel like the 10 plagues right now. Like
yeah.
hogs
yeah.
going crazy.
and on month 2 of quarantine, God sent the goats
Oh, man.
to swarm the city.
Wow.
All right, well, that concludes the news segment of today. Hopefully you guys were encouraged, though, that things are finally starting to move a little bit here in Wilmington. We're still encouraging you guys to keep your distance and do your part to prevent the spread. But if you feel like you got to get out of the house, you can go buy clothes, you can go buy a car, or you can take your boat out.
Yep.
So hopefully you guys figure out something to do over the weekend to get out of the house. So we are going to move into the personal segment
Love
of
it.
Quarantine Report. And we got quite the question for you all this week. We're going to start off with Larry over there from
Okay.
the production chair.
Yo.
And the question for you this week is, what is one new thing that you have tried during quarantine?
Yeah. So one new thing. At first, I set out a goal that I was gonna walk/run 4 miles a day, and I've slacked off a little bit. It's not so consistent, but I have every day, obviously social distancing, keeping my distance. I've been getting out. I found like 2 different new like loops around town that are
Okay.
like I'm able to walk and stuff. So I've been getting my physical activity, and not that I wasn't, but I've never been one to just like want to walk a long distance before, and
Yeah,
so
me
now I'm
neither.
able to do that. Part of it, I think, is being driven to like want to get out of my house and do something that obviously is within the law and
Sure.
safe.
Yeah.
And so yeah, been getting out and walking. I've
you.
done at least 2 miles a day, and so I'm feeling good. Yeah,
That's good. Nice.
Slim Larry is making a comeback. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you can do this in the post edit, but it might be cool to throw up a picture of Larry in high school.
I was a
And
lot
now-
smaller.
Yeah.
Not
You
okay.
can do it to me too.
Not a
but
lot smaller, but
Transformation Tuesdays.
Well, I've looked the same since I was 13, so it's not
Perfect.
that's not going to be that interesting. But
Larry, you
yeah.
and I
Maybe
have
them
the
too.
same. You
Yeah.
know,
oh yeah.
we're on the same.
Here's what I've said, and shout out to Garrett Burns for the inspiration. 2021 is going to be my year.
you went ahead and pushed it back a year.
Because
Yeah.
I'm not going to be going to the beach as much and hanging out with friends as much at the beach, so I don't need the summer body.
Right.
2021, yeah, here we
Amen.
come.
Amen.
Fair enough. Tucker, what's one new thing you tried?
Yeah, so for me, I am now a handyman in my house.
Ooh.
Nice.
So I'm also a gardener. I've planted blueberries. I've planted a lime tree.
Oh,
Planted some new plants. I know about some plants now.
No. Okay.
I even went into the laundry room and built some cubbies and hung some shelving or some cabinets.
yeah.
nice.
So did all that this weekend. Well, the planting I did the weekend before, but
Uh-huh.
every weekend I have a new project.
We're just
so
raising that home value.
raising the home
week
value.
after week.
Yeah, the curb appeal and I built built-ins. Like, who is that? Who am I?
You could probably start your own vlog, like just the Kelly house.
The Kelly house.
There's,
Yeah.
it sounds like there's enough interesting
You
things
guys kind
going
of look
on.
like a vlog family.
yeah.
Aw.
Like
oh
you're
yeah.
all really cute, and
You,
you
bel-
got
you
you got
belong
the
on-
nice little house at the end of
yeah.
the cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
You belong on the YouTube trending section. So
Wow. Wow,
Yeah.
that. Thanks.
as a content creator now, that hit home.
This is
didn't
a
it?
miniature segment of the show called Uplift Tucker,
Uplift Tucker.
and it's over now.
Dang
Uh,
it.
no.
What about you, man?
So my new thing is really, and this seems like a cop out, but I've been learning a lot of tech things on
Yeah.
the side because I don't know if you guys knew, but we all kind of make videos now, and I'd never done that before. Now you guys were familiar with the Caleb game videos and the instructions, but
Yeah.
that was the extent of my knowledge. So we're learning a whole lot of new things up in this place, and that really goes for everyone in this entire building and on this entire church campus.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We are all taking a course, a life course in technology. So for
Crazy.
me, that's been the new thing, is just learning how to edit new kinds of videos. And I've gotten a lot of, validation and excitement out of it. So
Yeah, you're
it's been
doing a
worth
great
it.
job. If
Yep.
this
Thanks,
is a moment for uplifting Christian,
Yeah.
I've been really proud of you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm proud of you guys
Yeah.
for watching.
Thank you for tuning in and making it worth our time and, being here to enjoy this with us. So we really
Yeah.
appreciate it. All right. So you guys know what's up next. We got to make you laugh before you leave. So we're moving into Tucker. What is this called?
The meme minute.
Wow, we all needed that. We
That's the
missed that.
first time I think since
since the first time.
no, since the second week that we
Yeah,
haven't had to
yeah.
recreate it.
The
So-
meme minute.
So we are moving into the meme minute, and for this first one, yeah, this is always like the most awkward. And I had this happen to me the other day because I had a project for a class at UNCW, and somebody made a joke in a Zoom call, but it was like out of sync. And like by
Oh.
the time we all got the audio, like everybody was like trying to laugh. Like you see like the smile like on the corner of the mouth, and then it's like, no, we're just gonna let it go. So yeah, when you tell a joke in the Zoom chat and no one laughs.
These are the ones where you turn off the video part of the Zoom call and you just send like the laughing emoji in the chat. That's like all you can do.
Yo, I'm finding all these things out about Zoom that you can do. Like you can do all kinds of crazy stuff.
Zoom
these
is kind of
days.
crazy.
Yeah, it's
like-
getting better and better. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
I
Zoom-
haven't been in a Zoom call yet that someone has like actually no, Skylar Cruz changed his background to San Francisco. That's the craziest thing I think I've seen yet is like the backgrounds. You can do a lot
Well,
of crazy
it's
stuff.
cool
with.
that you can record. You can share once you have paid for it.
Uh-huh.
You can share desktop or something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
What?
Oh,
we,
yeah,
we do that at
um,
UNCW for our projects
well,
and stuff. It's pretty crazy.
kind of off of we talked about Netflix party a couple weeks ago, but Rachel and Lindsay I think did that where they shared their screen and just watched a Netflix movie together on a Zoom call.
Yeah.
So
All right, that's cool.
So yeah, if you want to send us your creative backgrounds for your Zoom meetings, we would love to see the screenshots of your small groups and all the ways that you're making your
Oh,
Zoom
yeah.
Yeah, because
calls.
you could upload a photo.
I wonder-
Yeah. You
I
guys
wonder
can, the
if
sky's
we-
the limit for creativity.
well, I wonder
so-
if we made it a challenge what small group could get the most creative in their Zoom call.
What? Oh,
I would love to see that.
No
So,
limits, just get as creative as
This
you
is
can.
a little
in
bit
there.
of a side challenge, but if you want to show us your most creative Zoom call, if you think you have the best Zoom call,
Yeah.
I would love to see that. And if it's cool enough, I will
And then we'll just-
gladly put it on the show.
Well, and then we can make a Zoom call with all of the most creative people.
I love it.
And
it's
then
just-
we would come full circle,
Wow.
and we would have the ultimate Zoom call.
Well, and this is a cry from your youth pastor. But if you haven't yet gotten on your Zoom call or your digital call with
Yeah.
your small group,
do that.
you're missing out. Do it.
Mhm.
It's awesome.
Oh yeah.
You know who you are.
We had a staff Zoom call, and it was the highlight of my morning.
Amen.
So, just saying.
Nice. All right.
All right, next meme, Larry, the keeper of the memes. So, I love this meme because it's like a twist on an older meme. Like
Yeah.
usually it's like you don't want the thing to die. On what I'm saying. But in this case, everyone's sad because it feels like it won't die. So yeah, 2020. We're only 3 months in, and we got 9 more to go. And this man is sad about it.
I don't know if these are happy tears though, because maybe he's so excited that he's crying that 2020 is going to be over soon, and we can move into 2021.
I don't know, man. I think he's sad that we still got 9 more months of this. But you know what? Maybe he's optimistic that we have 9 more months to get this thing right.
Speaking of this cry, man, Tucker, who did you think this was when we first showed you this meme?
No comment. No comment. We're gonna move past this now.
All right, we ready for the next meme?
Yeah, next
All right.
meme. Final meme. Actually, we got a video
I thought
meme
it
for
was
you guys.
Michael Jordan.
Tucker had
It's
the
not.
what's the new documentary called? The Michael
The
Jordan?
Last Dance.
Oh.
The new it was a
Last
new Michael
Dance?
Jordan. Yeah.
Last Dance. Yeah, Tucker had Last Dance on the brain. He thought, oh, this is a Michael Jordan meme. It wasn't, unfortunately.
not
He
Michael
was
Jordan.
focused on the wrong
It
panel.
was like a quick second. I
Yeah,
thought
it was a
Michael
quick
Jordan.
second.
Yeah.
It was
And
a
then
quick
I was
all-
like,
it's all
oh, no,
fair.
it's not.
It's not.
Well, Michael Jordan crying is like one of the biggest memes.
That's
ever.
true.
So
That's what he
you're-
had on
you're
his
completely
mind
fair.
was the crying Michael
Thank you.
Jordan.
Yes, completely fair.
But that is not the crying Michael Jordan.
Thank you.
Unfortunately.
Thank you guys. Thanks
Yeah.
for the encouragement. You still have a job.
So Twitter is going to bring us our last video meme of the day. So Larry, you want to make sure that's a little cranked. We'll play this.
Tuesday, Thursday, April, August, autumn, winter, next year, some year. Tuesday, Thursday.
What's the caption on that? Me when someone asks what day it is.
Autumn, winter,
Tuesday,
next
Thursday,
year,
autumn, winter, some
Tuesday,
year, next
Thursday,
year.
I'm telling you, if it wasn't for work, I would be so lost on the day of the week it is.
True. This
Yeah.
gives me stability.
This
Quite
and then
honestly.
the message on Sunday like keep me in check.
Yep.
Because there's been like from Thursday to like Saturday night I get thrown off a little bit. I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
okay, no, I have church tomorrow. It's Saturday. Okay, we're good.
Well, yeah, I saw a joke just this morning. I was reading stuff, and somebody said that we now have big weekend and short weekend and big weekend. Short weekend is Saturday and Sunday, and big weekend is Monday through Friday.
Yep.
So if you guys ever find yourselves beginning to spiral and losing track of the time, just check our YouTube page
Subscribe.
because subscribe to the YouTube page and check it. And based on what our most recent upload is, that'll really narrow down the days for you. It may not get it exact, but you'll have a pretty good idea of where
We have a content schedule on
And
our website too.
that is right.
So if you're not sure, just go check
We
that
have a
out.
content schedule posted on our website and on our Instagram
Yeah.
page at Scottsdale Students. So go check it out. Make sure you're tuning in with us here. You never know who might be sitting right there, or how many people even might be sitting there.
Yeah.
So make sure you tune in every week to find out those answers, to see what's going on in the world, and to let us make you laugh
Yeah.
and
I
show you
love
the
that.
memes.
I love that.
Awesome. You know
Thanks
the deal.
for-
Wash your hands.
Yeah,
Wash your
make
hands.
sure you wash those hands. Tune in next week, and I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your week, and watch the message tomorrow. I'll know if you watch the message, so watch it.
Later, guys.
Later.